there. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Why are you answering?
I don't know.
Taste tester number 2 over there. Like I'm talking to him. Taste tester number 2. Oh, man. All right. So let's see. Who do we have? Chris Brand. Good day. Good day, mate. How you doing? How is everything across the other end of the world? Hopefully all is well with you and yours. Thanks. Glad to hear everything is good. Oh man, it's probably getting cold down there. Down. Over, down, up, yonder. Yeah. Matt Gray says, hey. Jimmy. Oh man. Jimmy reminded me I don't have my glass here. I don't have my cup. I was ill prepared. I was watching the video from the slow-mo guys. They were shooting eggs at like 1,000,000 frames per second. Chris says, yeah, yes, mate, winter rolling in. Terry! What up, Terry? Every time I see Terry, I think of the dude in the wheelchair who was over the fireworks. Back up, Terry! Terry, back up! Back up, Terry! Victor, excuse me, Victor's here. What's going on? He says, howdy, y'all. Not y'all, but all. Yeah, he's from the great northwest, the Pacific Northwest. So do y'all say y'all? Do y'all say y'all? Victor? So I swear to you, when I moved to Baltimore, when I moved to the South, I was like, y'all was one of them things. I just can't say y'all. Like, man, that is not anymore. Hold on, I'm time to go get the drink for the night.
Oh, can I say something real quick?
Well, you're in my ear, so if you want to say it by extension, sure.
Okay, well, I wasn't talking to him. I'm from you. Today at practice, we didn't even see a baseball.
Why not?
All practice, we were just running.
Oh, that's what you get, huh? It made you pay?
I didn't do anything wrong.
Test lesson number 2 plays baseball for his school. And he said that today at practice, they didn't even see a baseball. All they did was run. But y'all, why were you being punished?
We won, but Coach V was like, y'all didn't win with the class. This time they turned.
How did you not win with class? He said that test lesson number 2 said that one of his coaches said they did not win with class.
They were saying that we didn't do anything. Not that we didn't do anything wrong, but we just shouldn't have been like laughing when they forfeited and whatnot.
Well.
We've been in the same situation.
Yeah. All right.
But I understand.
His coaches were trying to teach the team a lesson. So is the game still on tomorrow?
Yes.
Because I have not called to try to cancel your haircuts. Anyway, I'll figure it out tomorrow. All right, so let's see. Jimmy says, I have a jar with an obscure sticker on the side ready to go because I have a guy tonight. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Look, I have a jar too. Oh, yeah. This one, I think this one is probably in like the 115, 120-ish range. So I'm getting ready to pour some into my cup with some energy drink. Yeah, buddy.
Hope that one guy's date goes well.
Who?
The vegan. I'll eat vegans.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's eat more vegans, not how it goes. All right, so Terry says, went in for a second epidural today. I'm tired and hurting. Well, dude, here, you know what? I'm going to pour this one for you, sir. Terry, I hope you feel better, man. I know it's nothing like... Ooh. That was half the jar. What was I thinking? Oh, I wasn't. All right. Ooh, buddy. Let's move this over to the side. All right. Only one. 1 drink per live stream. We're going to see how well that works out tonight. And I'm pouring the rest and filling the rest up with the energy drink. Woo. That's about half the can. All right, let's move this down. All right, so let's see. Chris said it bought some Lane's barbecue rubs. Very nice. All right. Can't say I've heard of it before. ICM says, greetings, big fella. Peace and blessings from Dallas, Texas, by way of Queens, New York. What's going on? Well, Chris, so I apologize, but Taste Tester number 2, he had baseball practice this afternoon, so I didn't see him until like recently. He just came downstairs a few minutes ago, so I had made dinner for him, and he was getting his dinner. So of course he wanted to tell me, what's the secret to getting Moonshine clear? Yours always goes cloudy when we dilute. Ours always goes cloudy when you dilute with water. So Chris, if you are diluting with if you have too much of the fusel oils in your shine, that's what causes it to go cloudy. So basically, you have too much tails in your shine if it goes cloudy. If I watch a lot of TV, but so here's the thing: you can see how clear this jar is, right? If I were to add water into this, I use a filtered water, or a spring water or a filtered water. A good filtered water will give you good clear shine, because the other things that are in the water will start to show up once you dilute it enough, and the alcohol is masking those oils that are in the water in your clear. All right. So, but you know it's good when it's good and clear even after you shake it. So it looks, you can see, like I'm looking at it and you can kind of see there's some good bubbles in there, but those will clear up within 30 seconds to a minute. If your jar is staying cloudy, that means you have tails in your shine. That means that whoever ran that for you is trying to get too much, they're trying to get too much alcohol out, or they're running the still too fast. Is another thing I've seen people talk about, and yeah, I've been doing my homework when it comes to this stuff. All right, so let's see. Jimmy says, okay, have to start with. Victor says, only the foreigners say y'all. Just kidding. A Canadian nice asked me if he knew why they say hey. I said no, because y'all was already taken. Terry said, I wish I could have a drink. Well, I will drink. I will drink on your behalf. Hey, Chris, so yeah, there's a couple things that can make your shine cloudy. And the biggest thing is probably just those oils that you don't want to get into your final, I don't even know how to in your final product, I guess you could say. You don't want those tails to get into your final product. And if the person is running, if the person ran is still too hot and fast, you'll get all of those things that push out really early in the distillation process. So yeah, man, you just gotta slow it down. Daryl James, he says, good evening. How's everything? Oh, he says, good evening, Dash. It was the comment bubble I was covering it up. I'm good, Daryl. How you doing this evening? But yeah, Chris, and the other thing I've seen, when the distillate will get cloudy is if you mix too much water in, and you basically those oils and other things like that, because the oil and the water don't mix. So if you have too much water and not enough alcohol, it'll get cloudy. One more injection to go. If that don't work, they're going to burn my nerve in my back. Oh, man. What up, Alton? Alton says, hey, yo. Oh man, we have some royalty up in here. If you guys did not see, Alton put out a video. He put out a tri-tip video yesterday. Dog, like, bruh, that tri-tip looks so good. And the chimichurri, oh yeah, chimichurri in a bottle. It was like he just mixed oil in with it and was like, boom, bango, bango, chimichurri, like ready to go. Bet a few know what a stream sizer is. Yeah. I know how you feel, Alton. Actually, did film a video and edit a video yesterday. It was not. It's coming out later. It was for another channel. And it felt good to film something and edit something. And it was a little, I won't say challenging, but I had to do some work because I put some stills in with the video, and I had to I was timing the stills to make sure that the stills were in time, and then like towards the end, I pulled back to just, me. And anyway, if you just so happen to see that video, you'll know when you see it. Let's see. Steven, he says, hey, yo, Dash, good evening, and good evening, peeps. Yes. Everybody saying hi to Steven. Victor said another thing important to Great Shine is the water you start with. Mr. Jack Daniels built his distillery where he found a clear running spring. They still use it today. Yep. So, obviously quality in, quality out is a paramount, or, of paramount. So yeah, that is true. Let's see. Alton says he's doing a beef rib cook tomorrow, trying to ride the wave while I'm feeling good. Sure enough, man, take advantage of it. AQ Daddy, what's up, man? How you doing? Jeremy Pena, he said, what's up? What's going on? Nothing much, nothing much. Glad to see everybody is doing fine. Oh man, glad everybody could join us. If you have not already, don't forget to get your refreshing beverage before we get started talking about the topic. So I was hoping that we would have Big Steve. Hopefully Big Steve will join us. Big Steve from up in Illinois. He and I were talking the other day, and when we were almost finished the conversation, I said, hey man, what do you want to talk about? He said, oh well, if we talk about something, it's gonna be something selfish. I'm like, well, shoot, tell me, what it is you want to talk about, and if obviously if I like it, then we'll run with it. So this topic was inspired by Big Steve, like I said, up in Illinois. Oh, see, look. He said I'm here. Well, why the hell didn't you say hi? What's going on, man? Shoot, he got me all like explaining everything. Well, you could have been like, man, it was me. It's this topic was brought on. Like, it's my fault. We talked about this today. Anyway, so Big Steve. He said, well, how do you stay positive when your sales slump? When you're not selling as much as you want to be selling. And dog, I mean, for real, you just kind of have to roll with it. There's nothing you can do. Well, there are things you can do, but you can't make a horse drink when you lead it to water. You know what I mean? Daryl says, I'm driving on the way home. I can't get anything cold to drink. Oh, well, damn. Well, when you get home, hopefully you have something cold waiting for you. Until then, I'll drink on your behalf. Yes, indeed. Definitely in your thoughts and prayers, Alton. So, what do you do? What can you do? So, those of you guys who have been selling for half sold food, what have you done, or what can you do to increase sales, or try to get people to buy again, some repeat customers? I'm immediately, look. Alton said, you ride that horse hard enough, he'll drink. He'll drink. Or if Alton is around, he'll throat punch him and then make him drink, because Alton's all about the throat punching. Neil says, hey everyone, what did I miss? Nothing. We had a little shine talk earlier, Neil. And that was about it. You didn't miss much of anything. But what you can always do is go back to the beginning of the video, watch us at a higher than normal speed, and you can catch up. It'll slow down once you get to real time, to live. I won't hold it against you if you start commenting and like on stuff that we've already talked about, because then I know that you've gone back to the beginning of the video. Switching up the menu, get some sales. All right, Alton says switching up the menu. All right. So here's something that I feel like a lot of people forget to do. How about you ask your past customers, hey, did you like what you had? Would you like some more of it? Ask for the sale. Ask for a sale. Don't just always wait for someone to purchase something from you. How simple is it for you to ask a customer, a past customer, for another sale? How many times a day do you get emails from companies you purchased something from before, send you an email like, hey, just a reminder, we're here. Just a reminder, hey, check out this thing, it's on sale. Now, in our line of work, in our businesses, we can't necessarily, put stuff on sale. But what we can do is remind people that we have things for sale. Even if that is just posting a picture on Instagram or posting a picture to Facebook. I saw Big Steve posting a picture. He posted a short video yesterday, I think it was, of him cooking some spare ribs. And he's like, hey, don't forget, these are an option. This is something that I can do. Some jerk ribs. I think that's what they were, jerk ribs. Victor says, true, you can't make a horse drink when you lead him to water, but you can still shoot the damn thing. See, there's always something you can do. Don't give up. Leave it to Victor. Neil says, I would like to buy a chipmunk chip truck that's already established and up and running. Not a whole lot of experience in that industry. A chipmunk chip truck? What is that, Neil? Send them booty goons to the door and urge them to buy again. Yeah, definitely. Shoot. Steve says, ask the customer for feedback. Praises are great, but you learn from the mistakes. Definitely, Steve. So one of the other things that I was going to make sure I made mention of, when sales are slow, that's when you get back in the lab and you try to protect, not protect. That's when you try to perfect what it is you are doing. Neil says hamburger and french fries. A chipmunk chip truck. All right. What? Oh, if I can spell Google correctly. Chipmunk chip truck. What? Holy cow. Oh, this is a poor excuse. Alright, so it must be a Canadian thing. Grumpus, he says, hey, dashing everybody. Salute, Grumpus. How you doing this evening? We raising a glass. Or a jar, whatever. I know Grumpus is sitting down, because Grumpus usually has something kind of neat. Well, Grumpus, what are you sipping on this evening? Hopefully you are sipping. Alton says, sales Slump, it's time to come up with even more affordable options. So Alton, I'm not gonna say I don't agree with that. Affordable options to me sometimes, it's like, as opposed to selling a dozen of something, I want to sell a half a dozen of something, but still charge the dozen price. Just half. I don't want to necessarily put something on discount, because then people, in my opinion, feel like that discount is going to last or stay. One of the big differences out in between where you are and where I am, I can't discount things. I can't. Because I start discounting things, and that's the expectation. And, where you are, you might be able to get away with discounting something and then raising the price back up. Usually, that does not fly here for me. When I make a sale, if this is the price, this is the price. Typically, unfortunately, it can't go much lower than what I'm paying, what I'm charging. I'm already not charging, I want to say 100% market price, if you know what I mean. So, your market will, you can charge what your market will bear. I know where I am, the clientele I have, some of the customers I have, they're not, as affluent. So my charges and my pricing, it rolls accordingly. Jimmy said I did a fundraiser cook to remind people I was still cooking. All right. Neil said I would like to try buy a hamburger and French fry trailer. That's already up and running. I haven't got a lot of experience in that field. I mean, it's burgers and fries. Not saying you can't mess it up, but it doesn't take very much training. I don't know if you get what I mean. During slow times, look for new ingredients that are not as expensive. So Victor, we talked about that. Excuse me. Victor talked about. I know before. Victor was when brisket was almost $6 per pound. Victor suggested trying to cook the what is it? Which steak? The round? Not ribeye. Oh man, why can't I think of it? It's on the tip of my tongue. But he suggested cooking those, and kind of making the fake or the poor man's burnt ends in place of brisket burnt ends to try and generate sales. All right, Grandpa says he's sipping on a bit of Yellow Rose Texas whiskey. All right. Let's see. Not about the discounts at all. Create new options and different quantities potentially. All right. Definitely agree. See, I don't know. I'm limited in what I can offer. The barbecue offerings here are much more of a refined scope than what you guys have. Yeah, Alton and I are on the same page. Yep. Chuck. It was Chuck, not Tri-Tip. Alton, I can't even get Tri-Tip here reliably. Let's see. Grandpa says the oldest legal distillery in Houston, Texas. Yeah. Chuck. Yep. Chuck. I mean, the things I can cook here, oh my gosh, man. Living in Baltimore, everyone thinks that pit beef is barbecue. Pit beef is not barbecue. Pit beef is grilling. When I try to introduce people to barbecue, they're like, "What the hell is this? Why is it pink?" I just shake my head and I just sometimes I just come up frustrated. It's just, man, geographics plays a huge part in the things that I can do, and other folks can do and can't do. It's ridiculous. Some of the things that I'd be like, oh well, I can't even like rib tips. Why? Test test number 3 just walked past. My wife is going away next week, and my wife is trying on things because there's a black tie event. The best way to introduce is to give it away. No, that's one of my pillars, Alton. I try not to give things away for free. Again, where I am, the folks where I am will expect that and only expect that. So I have to set the expectation that it's not for free, because it's just, I can't give things away for free. I can't. Alton, again, I just can't. I know you're good, man. Daryl says, I know I may get kicked out of the group, but how about some plant-based barbecue? Daryl, unfortunately, you will not get kicked out of the group, and I tell you what, for Lent, my wife, myself, and taste tester number 2, we were pescatarian. Okay, so we ate no beef, no chicken, no pork, just straight seafood. And one of the things I had while I was doing that, there is a very popular vegan establishment in Baltimore. Gosh, I am blanking on the name of the spot. Just blanking on everything tonight. But we went there and they had these like faux ribs. Yo, not even gonna lie, they were good. The problem is I didn't know what it was. So I had that mental hang up like, what is this I am eating? I know it's protein. I don't know if it's tofu. I don't know if it's like a meatless product. I don't know what exactly it is, but it was okay. It was passable. It was all right. It was all right. But I'm missing a huge opportunity. I care not what you are. That business, no sir. I'm telling you, man. There's business, yes, but I won't say I'm not gonna say I know better, but I can't. I don't want to do that. I don't want, again, the expectation of where I am, where I am is just is. Mm-mm. I don't want to set that bar that way, because it just does not. It doesn't. Yeah. Grandpa said, "Give him a taste only and leave. Make him want it." Samples are just that. I think it's really your mindset. Find ways. No, Alton, completely understand. And I find ways by getting people to try my food at events. I might not be giving it away for free, but they are getting the food for low or no cost. So I'm doing my job and getting people to still purchase the food and getting people to try the food at events and at different establishments and at different places. So, I mean, I'm doing what you're saying, but it's just not me having, like some pulled pork in a cup and say, here's some pulled pork, and that's just, I'm telling you, man, it's I know you're like, dude, you got to do some. I'm past that part. I'm past that part where the I'm getting more sales for people having my food first time at events. And even though I'm saying I'm not a fan of it, that might not be, or might not say that it's not working or could not work for someone else. I'm just saying, for me, I don't like giving food away for free. I don't like giving things away for free. I've gotten to that point where I won't say I'm past that, but yeah. Don't worry about it, Alton. Grandpa says, Alton, tat phone is killing us too. Uh Bernie, how you doing? He says, when sales slump, you got to go out and get them. Hustle, old school, boots on the ground, find opportunities. Don't wait for them to come to you. So there you go. Bernie said exactly, well, he said it kind of similarly to what I said. And that's basically, I'm saying, go out and, like me, I wear something that is Steel Drum Smokers barbecue branded every single day. Every single day. If I don't have on one of my bowling shirts, I have on a hoodie. If I don't have on a hoodie, I have on my t-shirts. The t-shirts that have my logo and everything on them. I used to think that, I wore the t-shirt that had the big Steel Drum Smokers barbecue logo on the front. I get almost as much or more attention from this red and black shirt with this little teeny logo. This logo is like not even 3x5. Okay? I get more attention from this than I do with the big logo on the front of my chest on my t-shirts. I don't know what it is. I don't know if this shirt looks more professional and people, in the smaller font, they're focused to actually read it. But I swear to you guys, I get a lot of attention just on the shirt. My hoodies, here's one right here. Whoopsie. And I'm in Maryland, and the weather is, Mother Nature at her finest. So this hoodie, this is the only black hoodie, right? But obviously you see it says Steel Drum Smokers Barbecue, and I get people, and they're like, Steel Drum Smokers, where is that? Here's some business cards. I am wherever you need me to be. Really? Do you do this? And then I start up a conversation, and I talk to people, and it's like, oh yeah, well, check me out on Instagram, or go out to my website, or how about this? Just shoot me a text message and we can talk later. So, I have, I'm gonna say, other things in place to ask for the business. Definitely. Victor says another thing to do is get your customers excited about something. Easiest way to get them excited is selling them something you're excited about. So, Dash, how many porchettas have you sold? None. So, Victor, that's one of those things where that's something I do more for my family, and that's only because I, again, it's one of those things that is like people don't know what it is. It's hard for me to try and market something and sell something, and no one knows what it is. You guys know what porchetta is because you guys are into barbecue. I can't necessarily. I mean, I could. It's just not something that I am. I won't say trying to sell. It's just not something that I am trying to sell because I can make one at a time. It's not. I can't scale it up at the moment. Your shirt you're wearing now looks professional. It's that simple. I agree. I might be misreading it, but seems to me that you are saying more about what you can't do than what's possible. What is a possibility, guys? Here switched up a lot and did a lot. That is not the norm to stay afloat. Maybe it's misreading, but it seems to me that you are sending more about what you can't do versus what is a possibility. See, Alton, I'm not saying about stuff that I can't do. I I do a lot of things more or less in silence. I don't always post everything that I cook. I don't always post everything that I sell. Um, again, in my unique situation, there are things that I can and can't do because I'm not 100% on board, above board. So I kind of have to lay low and I kind of have to temper some of the things that I try to do because I don't want to make a whole bunch of noise. I don't want to make a stir because again, I'm not 100% on board, above board. So it's and this is where it's I won't say misleading, but I can't make a fuss because I don't want the attention. The attention that I do get is from the customers I have and the clientele I have, and growing word of mouth until I can move to the next step is where I have to, yeah. Alton says you give samples of something you have confidence in will work. If people give it a chance, they will buy something. Giving a nugget of something free you are wanting to introduce. True. Alton, I trust me. I've given out samples in the past. I'm just in a position right now where I don't need to give out samples for the aforementioned item or for the aforementioned reasons. Steve said I will be doing individual sales this Saturday. I want to see if this is a route I want to go. Yep. What if you put porchetta one slice only and with the barbecue delivery, introduce a new taste to existing customers? One of the problems I have with introducing porchetta is there are a lot of people here that do not eat pork. So, like I said, it's everybody doesn't have that same gusto and zeal for pork that you guys where you are. So sometimes it just might not work. I guess I'm missing the point of the conversation then, bro. Maybe read more into it. Carry on. Back to the game here. No problem. Alton, so this was more of a, I mean, not necessarily what I do to increase my sales because my sales are okay. This was to try to garner a conversation, to have a conversation about what can be done to increase sales, period. Not, not that, I mean, not for nothing, I'm okay with where I am. For the aforementioned items that I'm trying not to garner a whole bunch of attention because I'm not 100% on board. Where I am, it's a lot. Things just aren't the same. Um, da, da, da. Victor says I've explained porchetta to many folks in about 2 or 3 minutes. They say they want one as soon as I am selling them. Easy sell, but I'm still having problems getting set up at the market. I understand. Victor, see, you have a place to sell different things, and I'm still in a like a selling through a particular medium, selling through word of mouth, where you have I don't know how to explain it. Neil says, how far away do you think you are to be able to do this as a full-time job? So Neil, right now, I really don't want to do this as a full-time job because of the fact that I still have a lot of things that I want to do or be able to do with my kids and my family. I know what it takes or what it will take in order to do this as a full-time job, and I'm not in a position to do that yet. I am probably now. Can I do it? Yes. Do I want to do it right now? No. I did it when I got laid off. I did barbecue full time. I sold barbecue out of the trunk of my car full time. That's not something I'm willing to do or want to do right now, just because I don't have everything in place in order to do it. There are some of you guys who are younger than me, some of you guys who are older than me. You guys, you see my kids. You see I have a 16-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 10-year-old. I am not in a position right now at this moment in time to quit my day job and my full-time income to do barbecue and still be able to be around my home to do different things around the house. I just can't do that right now. One of the things that a lot of people don't necessarily talk about is how much time you have to dedicate to being an entrepreneur. I can work 40 hours. All right. I'm sorry. It's internet connectivity issue there. So what I was saying is I know I can work 40 hours a week, right? And I know I can do my business however many hours I need to. If I'm doing my business full time, that's going to entail, possibly 80 to 90 hours a week. And I'm okay with that because I've done it. But what I'm not okay with is the moments that I'm going to lose by not being here. If I can let my kids get a little bit older and I'm still establishing my business, I'm still working hard in my business, I'm just not able to do it. I'm not in a position. I want to do barbecue full time at the moment. If an opportunity pops up and I can't refuse, and a truck falls in my lap or a trailer falls in my lap, will I turn it down? No. But at the moment, I know that I want to have the flexibility to go to baseball games with my son in the afternoon. I want to be able to, on a whim, go away for a weekend and not have to worry about how much money I'm going to lose in sales by taking a couple days off. So there are a lot of things, a lot of other things, a lot of factors that are not prohibiting me, but are just not conducive to me wanting to do this full time again. I remind you guys, I did this full time for a while. Just kind of feel like the ideas are tossed out and you're saying why it won't work instead of, yeah, that's a possibility in the right situation. And again, Alton, I'm not saying that it's not a possibility in the right situation. If this is a general discussion, I'm just trying to, I don't want you to, and maybe that's a fault on my side where I'm trying to apply these things to me. I'm not trying to say that's wrong or just, I'm just trying to say that in my situation, some of these things are not, they won't work for me, or I feel like they won't work for me, but everybody's situation is different. And I can't say what will or will not work for, for you or for someone else. Again, I'm not trying to discount any suggestion. I'm not trying to discount any conversation. I'm just, some of these things, yeah. Victor says, because I've already started the process, have my license, I have to go full legit because I'm on a radar. So the farmer's market is where I'm going to get started. Victor says, I don't want to get caught doing things on the side currently. Yep. Neil said, I totally understand. Yeah. Jesse says, I can relate to that. Ever since I started to do backyard sales 2 years ago, a lot of my customers tell me to do it full time, but I know how much time it takes to do barbecue full time, and I want me time. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you for commiserating or making, or basically understanding that, like I said, I did this and I didn't do it I feel like we're in a barbecue resurgence. I did it before the barbecue resurgence happened and everybody wanted to get into doing barbecue. I was doing it today. This is 2022. I was selling food out of the trunk of my car in 2015. 7 years ago. I've been at this for 8 years now, selling food out of the trunk of my car. When I was selling food out of the trunk of my car, and Alton, I have given food away, and I know in my position, I'm past that, but that's not to discount someone else from giving something away. The crack sample, everybody understands the crack sample is a real thing. Just the sample is a real thing. I'm just saying that's not gonna work for me. Oh, folks win. All right. Victor says I do agree with you. Damn, I'm coming across tonight as an ass kisser. Nah. Is your thumb still bothering you?
Yeah.
All right. When you work for yourself, you are always working. When you work for somebody else, you can leave it at the office. Yeah. Marcus says aloha, everyone. Yes, indeed. Speaking of someone who works hard, here's Marcus right on time. I mean, I know what it takes. I've done it. I was talking to someone the other day, and actually, it was this morning. There's a girl that works in a 7-Eleven I go to. You guys have seen videos from the 7-Eleven I go to from time to time, and she and I were talking about, business, my business, and she was telling me about her mom who also works at the 7-Eleven. She's like, her mom is there, and her mom has always worked in like industry service jobs like she's doing, and her mom is like, I'm to the point where I want to retire, and she's like, you can't retire. She says she's 62, and that carrot of retirement is dangling in front of her face, and she's like, but you can't retire. She's like, one, you're gonna take too much of a hit if you try to retire at 62, and you're not going to be able to survive. You're not going to be able to live off of that little bit of income that you're going to get from Social Security because of the hit that you're going to take because you didn't pay enough into it, right? So she's like, you have to wait until you're 65 or 67, whatever the newer, rate is, because she is as old as she is. And we were talking about, because then she started asking me about, my business and things like that. And I said, I did it full time for a while, but it wasn't sustainable for my particular situation because I would be up all night long for 2 or 3 nights a week cooking, right? And then I would still have to be up all day long to take kids to school, to be home if somebody was sick, to do all those other things that I would needed to do as a father to young kids. And I know those things are still happening and still going on, and I can't necessarily commit to doing those things full time at the moment. Does that mean that I'm my pipe dream, I don't have a 5-year plan. I don't, because if I plan and it fails, am I a failure? I feel sometimes like I fail at things, but that is just an option, a box I can check to say if these things line up, if I get my ducks in a row and I can make that happen, I'm gonna do it. So I don't, again, I'm not trying to take away from anybody who is trying to do that. I know in my particular situation, that's not something that I can do right now. Bring the Smoke says, hey, yo. Marcus, how's everything doing? Victor says the new age for full Social Security is basically 67. 4 more, let's see. He said 4 more years for me as of last week. Victor, your birthday is like, isn't it July 4th or something like that? Uncle Steve, he says, I have no 5-year plan. I'm going to do all that I can when I can while the world changes around me. I hear you, Uncle Steve. Uncle Steve, man, I was so disappointed. I drove down to Central Florida, and I drove past where the Buc-ee's is going to be in Florence, South Carolina. I was all primed to get off the highway, and they're not open yet. Uncle Steve, I was so upset. Uncle Steve. Oh, man. I was so upset. Because you know what I was going to do? I was going to go in and buy some I know you said you were only gonna have a few different shakes there, but I was gonna buy some or like some of everything just because I was gonna be able to. Oh man, I was bummed. I'm telling you, Uncle Steve, I was like I was I was geeking at the ability. Oh, listen, I like you know how I like the Gator Shake, man, and I think I have one bottle of Gator Shake left. So, oh, oh, well, Victor, happy belated birthday, man. I'm like, no, I knew it was a holiday esque. I thought it was Independence Day. Somebody's birthday is Independence Day. But Uncle Steve, I'm telling you, man, I was primed. Um, I was primed to get some shake, man. I was like, man, I was even though it was like 2 o'clock in the morning when I was gonna be driving past it. I was primed. I was so amped to stop in Florence, South Carolina, and get Uncle Steve shake. Like, mm. Uncle Steve, do you know when they open? Uh, Victor says Cinco de Mayo, when the whole country celebrates my birthday with a Mexican theme. uh, Jose said, bro, I totally forgot to message you about the water. Well, it's not too late, man. Hit me up. Uh, just shoot me a message on Instagram. We could talk. Again, that's Steel Drum Smokers. I have already stocked them. Mm. Hmm. Yeah, Uncle Steve, man, I was excited, and I don't know. I guess we'll probably be headed back down to Florida. So in case you guys didn't know or haven't heard, my mother-in-law moved to Florida, and of course my wife, it's her mother, and uh, we go down every couple months to just kind of make sure everything's okay and help my mother-in-law do things around her house. So we'll probably once the kids get out of school, we might go down because of course my wife and I both have the ability to work remotely. So like when we went down there in October, um, yeah, like it was around Halloween we were down there. We were down there for a week, and my wife and I both worked from my mother-in-law's house, and it was cool. You know what I mean? Just seamless. Bernie said, I made the leap to go full-time barbecue. Best decision I ever made. Also the scariest. You got to get to the edge and make that jump, but everyone's circumstances are different. You got to do what's best for you. Yep. So, Bernie, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you, and do you have young kids, and like, what was your situation where you were able to do barbecue full-time? Can I do barbecue full-time? I know that I could. My wife is there, and she is supportive, but I don't want to. Let's put it. I won't say let's put it into perspective. I know what it's like to have to depend on my wife for everything, and though I'm glad that my wife was able to do that, I don't want to put her in that situation again if I don't have to or if I can avoid it. So, just kind of me being a man and wanting to help provide for my family, one of those type things. I wasn't in a position to be able to provide as much as I would have liked to. So I know that before I can do barbecue full time again, I have to get my ducks in a row and get things set up, and then I can, make that lip, yeah. Uh, Alton says it's like YouTube to me. A lot of people tell me I should do it full time. I know I probably could, but in my my nuts ain't big enough to make the leap. Doing well at it though. Yeah, so Alton, perfect example. Perfect example. I know that if I were to, I mean, if I know that if I were to do barbecue full time and YouTube full time, talking about the barbecue I do full time, I would survive. But there is a lot of uncertainty with that. And not that I can't do it. I gotta get a lot of other things in line first. All right. I mean, so like, here's the big thing. health insurance, all right, or other things along those lines. You work for yourself. You have to start providing those things for yourself. Is that something that you can do on your own? Unfortunately, this guy's got some health issues that I can't necessarily, I won't say, I can't afford to pay for my type 2 diabetic supplies out of pocket. I just can't. So, I mean, just like, who was it? Bernie said, everybody's situation is different. Everyone's circumstances are different, to quote. So, yeah. Uh, fear is paralyzing. So, Mark, something. I have a friend that, and actually, my friend Andrew. I talk about my friend Andrew all the time. My friend Andrew is the reason why I started posting videos on YouTube, because he asked me a question about doing barbecue, and I was like, you know what? Ask me your question. I'm going to answer it in video, and you can watch it anytime you want. And then you guys started watching the video. It was meant for him to help impress his soon-to-be father-in-law, or his father-in-law, I guess, after they got married. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is my buddy Andrew has analysis paralysis. He overthinks everything. Everything he overthinks. And I won't say I overthink things. I'm just like, screw it. I'm going to get it done. All right? Just put my head down and get it done. I try not to worry about how and just do it. Marcus says, we jumped and learned on the way down. And Marcus is a prime example of somebody who was kicking ass and taking names. Like, seriously. Jesse says, one of my predicament at the moment for my barbecue sales is brisket. Most of my customers love my brisket, and the profit margin for the brisket is not really worth it with inflation at the moment. Jesse, I've been saying it from jump that brisket is my loss leader. But then again, with the fact that brisket is my loss leader, like this weekend, I'm doing an event this weekend where I'm selling 30 pounds of brisket. 30 pounds of brisket. So, I mean, I'm getting paid for 30 pounds of brisket. And, I mean, they're paying a pretty penny for 30 pounds of brisket. Am I mad at that? Nope. But the whole thing is, where I am not making as much profit on my brisket, I am making more money on chicken. So I'm selling as much, if not equal, amount of chicken. So between the two, my average profit is going to be pretty high. So, I mean, 30 pounds, the event I had this weekend, 30 pounds of brisket, 30 pounds of chicken. I have a full pan of brisket beans, a full pan of green beans, a full pan of coleslaw. I'm going to be doing some burgers. I'm cooking burgers on site. So the burgers, the buns, and then some sliders for the aforementioned brisket and chicken, as well as billing for cooking on site for 4 hours. I mean, I'm doing all right. I mean, it's the first biggest event I've had all year. But I mean, that's just the beginning. I have another event scheduled for early in July. I think the first weekend in in June. I mean, they're coming. They're coming. So it's just sometimes it's just a matter of being patient. How to get from low sales topic to full-time barbecue? I don't know, Victor, but it kind of ties in, because if you're doing barbecue full time, there are going to be times when you have low sales. I mean, I mean, I hate to pick on Marcus, but I know he's here, and I know we've talked about when it rains at his trailer, he's like, yo, it's like a ghost town when it rains. Nobody wants to come out. Yo, what up, Taj? Taj is everybody going to Florida. Yeah, man, between Atlanta and Florida, dog. Atlanta for our generation, Florida for the older generation. Taj, look, we talked about this. Yeah. I gotta get you a sample from my guy. I gotta get you a sample. So when you come down, or maybe I'll just have to, bring some up there when I come up there next for you. Comes down to a lack of confidence. All right. So, Mark, sometimes it's not confidence. Because you can carry all the confidence in the world, but if the situation, like, there are times when confidence, you know, confidence won't win. You know, you have to be savvy. Sometimes just confidence doesn't, do it. Let's see. Alton says he was talking to Jesse. He says, "Right, Jesse, man, that was what made smoked turkey a great option here. Hell, I sold more turkey breasts than briskets by a good 3 to 1." Yep. Bernie said. Bernie said he's 39, no kids, worked in management at a NASCAR short track for 10 years, then retail manager for another 5. Lowe's was always a side gig. I guess barbecue was always a side gig. Made the jump after my brother-in-law passed. Sheriff line of duty, death in New York, 26, 3 kids. Put life in perspective. Well, sorry for your loss, man. My motto is life's too short to eat boring barbecue. Yep, there's a lot of folks who have that, you know, who have that saying. Victor says, I can't go full time barbecue currently because my credit would take a huge hit. But once my house loan gets done and get to the home built, I'm ready for full time. See, and that's another thing, man. I'm still reliving and cleaning up my credit from when I got laid off from 2015, 2014, 2015. I'm currently or just to the point where I am doing much better, but it's taken quite a while. Hey, Jimmy, good, coming in clutch. He says, time to hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. And time to go back to the jar. Man, Jimmy trying to have me talking sideways. Brian says, best starter smoker for home. So, Brian, it's going to be one of those things where I need to know. Look, see, I'm already talking sideways. I need to load, I need to know a little bit more information. Like, where do you live, and what is your current setup? Like, are you looking for charcoal? Are you looking for wood burning? Are you looking for electric, propane? And here's another thing: how much do you have to, to spend, on a smoker? Because Brian, you know what I would tell you? I am a believer in the Weber kettle. I have a Weber kettle, and I have discovered the versatility of that 22.5 inch Weber kettle. You have to spend some money on some accessories, but that Weber kettle can do almost anything. Like, seriously, almost anything you can get it done in a Weber kettle. Just, make sure you buy the deluxe Weber kettle and not that cheap one. Ask Marcus how he knows. All right. Jamie, she says, hey, yo, from my spot. Hold on, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to sit next to Marcus for a second. I'm going to turn around and say hey to Jamie. Jamie, what's up, Jamie? Definitely, big up and congratulations. Yo, Taj. Yo, we're not going to talk about it. So Taj says, this inflation is nutty. Then there's gas. Yo, let's just, I drive a very fuel efficient vehicle. And when I say very fuel efficient vehicle, I drive my very fuel efficient vehicle way too fast. So it's not as fuel efficient as it could be. I drive a 2012 Volkswagen Passat, right? My 2012 Volkswagen Passat could potentially get like almost 50 miles per gallon. 50 miles per gallon. But I drive it too fast, and it probably, I'm averaging like high 30s, okay, when on the highway. But because I do a fair amount of city driving, picking up my kids, taking them to and from school, picking up my daughter, taking her to and from school, all of the above, I'm averaging about 33 to 35 miles per gallon. Let's say 30 to 35. Today, I filled up my tank. It was $5.89 per gallon. It took 17.1 gallons. I'll do the math for you. It was $101 to fill up my tank. So I already know. I was standing at the pump, and the girl who was beside me was driving this little teeny Honda something, like Civic, Corolla, whatever. And she was like, oh my God, I can't believe this. $45. And I said, I'm not even going to say much aside from the fact that I just spent $100, over $100 in my car. And she said, God just used you to humble me. I'm like, what? She said, I'm complaining about $45 and here you have spent double what I've spent. And I'm like, well, I have a bigger tank minus diesel. I'm trying to explain all of these things, like to rationalize it. Like, it's not for nothing. She was like, but, I'm just glad I'm in a position to be able to not spend the money, but I'm glad I'm in a position to be able to afford it, because I know there are people out there who can't. So anyway, off my soapbox. Justin said, yeah, I totally understand. It's a good thing. That my rib sales make up for the brisket margin. I'm glad I can still make up money on pork. Yeah, man. Mark's this funny thing. You go into a restaurant you like and the food is great. You don't look at the price, you just buy. But when it comes to pricing your food, you undercharge. You're right. Definitely understand. And agree. But see, and that's where I've kind of gotten to the point where I try not to undercharge to a certain extent. So that's why I am to the point where I try not to give things away for free, and I don't discount myself. I've worked hard to get to the point where I am, and the ability to charge what I charge, so I don't discount me. Lou says, hey, yo, I see that shine. Yeah, buddy. He said, what's up, Dash and the barbecue fam? Lou Calamatas, thank you for joining us, man. Definitely appreciate you being here. Yeah, Marcus doesn't sell brisket. In the middle of Texas, doesn't sell brisket. When it rains in Texas, how many years now drought? Just kidding. But boy, if rain kept everything at home up here, no one will buy barbecue. Yeah, well, Victor, it's so funny because, where you are geographically, man, you know how people in Southern California, they're like, oh my God, it rained. We can't do anything. Like, we can't do anything. In the Pacific Northwest, it's like rain. Yeah, life goes on. Like me, in Maryland, well, being from Philadelphia, it snowed. Okay, we still had school when I was younger. We still had school. Like, you had to have a certain amount of snow in order to not have school. Not anymore. It's not in Maryland. Yo, the wind blows too hard. We're not gonna have school today. It's too sunny. The kids don't have school. I mean, it's like it rains hard enough and the kids don't have school. It's like, come on, like, what are we doing? You go to the Northeast, and it snows and it's like life goes on. Nothing is disrupted. Nothing is bothered. So, yeah, it's one of those things, man. Definitely one of those things. Wood CT 600 under. I guess, are you talking about a quart or a cord of wood? A cord of wood. Always pay attention to the prices and decide if I really want that bad. That's all I'm saying. Yep, I totally agree, Alton. There are certain times, what, like you might get it past that one time where you just go in and you're like, all right. So, case in point. There is and I'm sorry, I'm messing with my earpiece here. There is a snow cone place, and some of you guys crushed ice or shaved ice, actually. Shaved ice, Taj, kind of like water ice, but not water ice. It's like shaved ice and then like a syrup poured on top. There's one of those places up the street from the house, or not far from the house, and they're doing something similar. Has anyone ever eaten or had a milkshake from the Crazy Mason? Just anyone comment below, Crazy Mason, if you know what the Crazy Mason is. They have these off-the-wall milkshakes. If you don't know what the Crazy Mason is, do yourself a favor and like write a note to yourself to look into the Crazy Mason later. But anyway, we go to the snow cone place and they have this like crazy milkshake or like extreme milkshake, whatever it was. And I'm like, well, what is it? Like, there's a couple different ones. And then the girl behind the counter told me the price. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get it this one time for right now. And it was like $15, a $15 milkshake. Was it delicious? Yes, it was. Will it be something I'm going to be getting all the time? No, it's not. That might be a once a year type thing. But, sometimes you just have to go in and just be like, all right, you know what? It is what it is. I'm going to spend this money. So sometimes, Alton, yeah, man. Um, Always pay attention to the prices and decide if I really want it that bad. That's all I'm saying. If it's too much, I'll go on to the next best thing. Yep. Hey, you know what? We are over an hour, and I want to shout out Sheldon, or excuse me, Bumpy. My bad. Definitely wanna say what's up because I know he'll be watching this later. So we just about to abandon the topic. No, man, it's we an hour in, Alton. We can't stay focused for that long. That's after an hour, I would rather less of the best than more of the worst. That Mark, that is prolific right there. I would rather less of the best than more of the worst. Man. Excuse me, Marcus says sometimes you have to be creative when sales are slow. Indeed. That's what I remember when I owned my own semi and it took $1,000 to fill up. Oh, the pain. Nothing fuels creativity more than desperation. You're absolutely right, Mark. So that was one of the things back in the day when I used to say all the time, I made my own economy. Justin says, I've raised my prices to match the market, and honestly, I still have the same amount of sales. If your food is good, the loyal customers will always be willing to do business. Yes, indeed. Black Shave Hair Reviews says, what's up, bro? How you doing? I'm good. How's everything with you? Jesse, Mark says, yes, exactly. Jesse, I agree. Because the, I have one girl when, for Thanksgiving, she said, she called me and she said, hey, I need a brisket. I'm like, this is the price of brisket currently. And she's like, I don't care. Mr. Richard, the guy who lives in Catonsville, he comes in and, he's like Mr. Richard 40 West, whatever, or Richard 40 West. He has specifically told me, I don't care what it costs, just bring him a brisket. And I'm like, I'm glad that I have those type of people, but I feel bad charging what I have to charge for brisket. It's like a weird paradox. It's like I want to sell the brisket, but I feel bad charging that person that amount of money for the brisket. But the quality of the brisket hasn't changed. The only thing that has changed is the fact that it's costing me twice as much to buy the brisket, and I hate having to pass those costs along to that next person. I mean, I have my own fiscal responsibility. Just as but there's a fine line in going over the average market price because if your food ain't good enough for the game, then you lose sales. Yeah. It just says as a bachelor, I don't pay attention to much to price, but if I had kids, I would definitely be paying attention to prices. Yeah. Right now, Alton, I'm at $25 a pound. I purchased briskets today, and this was the first time I was able to get briskets under $4 in a very long time. But I did also buy 70. I bought a case of brisket. It was $72, 72 pounds of brisket. So, Black shave, man, can't complain. Doing dollar shave. All right, working on a review. Perfect. Choice. Same. Also charge $25 a pound. Yep. Choice brisket. Again, Alton. So you also have to remember that your brisket prices are probably $1 to $1.50 cheaper than what I'm paying for brisket. There we go. I already knew you was about to push back for yes. Yeah, this is I'm telling you, geography plays a huge factor. You, you're, yeah. What are y'all paying, dude? $4 a pound. $4 per pound for brisket, and that was with a case or with a volume discount. It's 4.25 without a volume discount. Currently, these are all the factors I'm talking about, and it's not the same. It's not the same. There versus here. I mean, the prices are different though. It for me for Prime, it's probably $4.50 with the volume discount, having to buy 70 some odd pounds of it. Bernie says I charge $28 for Prime. Upstate New York paid $4.60. That's probably a little undercharging for me. Oh, excuse me. Grandpa says you can't assume your customers are living under a rock. They know about the economy. My customers are paying in the neighborhood of 66% price increases from 2 years ago. They still buy. Yep, I agree, Grumpus. Mine are still buying too. I'm just not like the I won't say the problem is I'm just not getting as much of the random people buying. You know, the people who are buying are the ones that are like, I have this, I won't say this extra disposable income, and I'm going, or this disposable income, I'm going to buy a brisket this weekend because I have the past few, every other week per se, I've done a brisket order, a brisket order. Yeah, I've been doing briskets. I just, as opposed to me doing 2 briskets a weekend or every other weekend, I'm doing 1 brisket. So, I mean, yeah. I've been $25 a pound for a smoked brisket throughout the pandemic, and we don't get Texas prices for beef up here. And my restaurant depot never gets prime brisket, but I like choice, so no problem there. Most of the Alden says most of the guys here raise brisket prices a little, but not a whole lot. They make up on sales in other areas. Again, getting creative and offering more affordable options to increase sales. Totally agree. But when you have the ability to sell lots of other things, you can get more creative. My scope is a little more narrow. Again, aforementioned items. I feel bad for all of them, but more for me first. Yeah. Mark says barbecue is expensive. If you first if your first concern is the price, go somewhere else. If you're in a Rolls Royce dealership asking for the price, you can't afford one. Yep, understand. Mark, you know there are lots of folks that will just, I won't say willy nilly. Okay, that's what it is. What it is. But there are other people who do definitely have to pay attention to the price for certain things. I wish I was in a position to be like, I don't care what it costs. Now there are times when I'm like, I don't care what it costs. Just do it. Just make it happen, and I'll pay for it later. I'll figure it out later. But I mean, reality is, I wish I could afford it. My pockets aren't long. My pockets aren't deep. So, what up, Johnny? How's it going? Hold on. Oh, we drank it, Johnny. I had like some coveted Topo Chicos I was hiding out in the garage. I have 2 left in the garage. I brought one inside yesterday for my wife, or it was earlier this week. I brought it inside, and she drank it yesterday. But Topo Chicos, man, they are hard to come by around here. Johnny, I did not get to check out. You put up a beef rib video earlier today. I didn't get to check it out. I was trying to check it out before I started, but running around doing other things, I didn't get to check it out. But I'm looking forward to it. Beef rib on the Golden's cast iron Kamado. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Yeah. Whoa, what up, Chuck? Man, talk about an old head. Chuck, how you been, man? Hopefully everything is good. Um, Chuck says there are some people who can. Chuck from the Winking Pig Barbecue. Chuck says there are some people who can afford to pay whatever it costs, but the masses tend to be a little more different. Tend to be in a little different situation. Most people in business want to sell to the masses. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, because the masses are who basically, Oh man, Chuck, I'm glad to see you, man. Jesse says 2 things most people don't put into perspective is labor and fuel. Man, fuel sources are also expensive now because of how much it takes to run my grills. Yeah. Uh, Chuck says he's good. Chuck, how's the beer making going, man? Uncle B said, "What up, Dash? Good topic tonight." Well, thank you. I mean, you can thank Big Steve. He and I were talking. Like I said, he and I were talking earlier this week, and I asked him. I said, "Yo, man, what do you want to talk about this week?" Like sometimes it's hard for me to come up with topics to talk about on a live stream. So he was the one that said, let's. He's like, I'm gonna be selfish and I'm gonna talk about like what do we do? Like how do you stay positive when you're not selling anything? Just keep on keeping on. Well, that's what's up, Chuck, man. I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying it. Beer making kind of scares me, man. Like this, oof, it just scares me. Scares me. Mark says 20% will buy because you have blue shoes on. 20% won't buy because you have blue shoes on. 20% will waste your time. 40% you need to convince to buy. Focus on the 40%, and you'll end up with 60%. Exactly. You over? Did you hear that? I thought my wife was commenting on what I read.
Oh, no, sorry.
Oh.
Please talk to me.
Oh, all right. So let's see. 20% will buy because you have blue shoes on. 20% won't because you have blue shoes on. 20% will waste your time. 40%, 40% you need to convince to buy. Focus on the 40%. Okay, right, that does, and you end up with 60%. I still don't 100% get that one, but maybe I drank too much. Man, Alton, you already know what you already know what it is when it comes to the flies in the house. Alton says, "Man, y'all ever get a single fly in the house with a ninja-like skill ability?" Yo, he was making up words, but it's all right, Alton. I've been after this fool for like an hour already. He's SMH, SMDH. Never mind all the broken ish around his house. Yeah, well, Alton, man, dude, if you need me to post a link to the electric fly swatter, yo, Ricer put me on. I got one. I put on Jimmy. I put you and Jimmy on to the ice maker. If you don't have the electric fly swatter, you need an electric fly swatter because it works wonders. Victor said, "Folks up in here are not accustomed to true barbecue prices, but once they try mine, they realize that they haven't had good barbecue before. Great word of mouth." Yeah. So Chuck says if you can make old school grits or oatmeal, you can probably make beer. I mean, I don't know. Chuck, I don't know about you, but I I I I prefer something a little stronger than beer. So I got a guy. So I I know what goes into making beer, and I mean maybe later in life I actually one of my wife has a coworker. Her husband makes beer, and I'm like chomping at the bit to go down to his house and see it set up, just to see it, like, cause I think it'd be kind of cool just to see. But yeah, Mark said, "Man, flies are out of control." Yo, Tasha's brisket and grits are delicious. No, see, you need some eggs in there too, dog. Brisket, eggs, grits, man, banging. That's why you always have spray for those little bastards. Die, you little bastards. I got one of them at Home Depot and it worked. Yeah. Oh, Grubba says he has one at home and it worked. Man, you put me on to the ice maker that went through 3 of. Oh, finally threw it in the trash. Funny thing is, we know 8 other people with the same experience with this. With the what dog? Look, I don't know. Maybe I got a good one. Maybe I got a good one. Mark said barbecue is easy. Simply pork belly, salt, liquid smoke. You got bacon, and people love bacon. So, Mark, you know one of the things oh yeah, yeah, but all right. So Chuck, hold on. We're gonna get there in a second. So Mark, you know it's funny, right? No liquid smoke here, man. I'm putting some real smoke. I made bacon for my wife and my kids, and I tell you, that it's pretty good. Like it's pretty good. Their bacon supply is running low, so I'll probably be making some more bacon for them soon. Yeah. Chuck says you basically have to make beer or wine to make liquor. Yeah, yeah, but you know the all of the sanitation things that you have to do in order to make beer, you don't have to do when you're making liquor. Um, are you okay over there? All right. So yeah, there's a difference. Victor says runny eggs. Oh man, if it Victor, like I will eat a rare steak, but I cannot eat runny eggs. Look, see, this is why Alton and I are friends. We can disagree on so many things, but bruh, bring it in. Runny eggs should not be a thing. Runny eggs should not be a thing. And just like Alton said, I said what I said. All right.
Good night, homies.
Yo, so Tasha, shout out to Mrs. Dash. Yo, she just brushed her teeth and like used the mouthwash. She smells all fresh and effervescent. She gonna have that good, you know, like when she roll over, I'm like, okay. Her breath not gonna stink. Not stink, but stank. Her breath ain't gonna stink. All right.
Good night, man.
Yeah. Alton says, hey. Yeah. She said, hey, homie. She said, good night. Her and taste tester number 3 are headed to bed with though they are late. Yo, it's 10:23. Why are both of you still awake?
I was still working.
Yo, they don't stay up past like 9 o'clock. Either one of them. Oh yeah, Chuck, I know. Sanitation is definitely a big thing in making beer. Yep. Victor says, good night, Mrs. Dash. Man, say that at 4:30 a.m. Alton, we talking about when I go to bed and she rolls over because I get in bed. We're not talking about it at 4:30 in the morning. We just don't. No. Because 4:31 will be here before I know it. And 2, I hope to... Yo, I woke up this morning at 4:30. And I was like... I woke up and it was like... Did I sleep through my alarm? You know... Is it me? Am I the only one? When I wake up in the morning and I don't wake up to my alarm, it's my first thought, did I sleep through my alarm? And then the second thought is, what time is, like, what does that clock say? And it's like, damn it, it's an hour before my alarm goes off. And then you just later like, how quickly can I go back to sleep? Am I going to go back to sleep? Do I drink a little bit of this glass that's still sitting here from the liquor I had last night in order to try to help me go back to sleep? Am I the only one that has those thoughts? Am I the only one? I sure will. Taj, I'll tell, you know, all right. Well, peace be unto her as well. Yo, y'all look like y'all ate good. I saw some, was that like, I can't remember if it was crab cakes or was it like, it was some sort of croquet. Some couscous on some spinach. Bruh. Let me tell you what I made them tonight. I made the missus, I fried up some tilapia for her. And I made some tortellini for her. And then the boys, I fried pork chops for them. And made pierogies. Taste tester number 1 is doing low carb and I forgot. So he wasn't able to eat the pierogies. So taste tester number 3 ate them. And he made himself some like sauteed mushrooms, but fried some pork chops for them. And then for myself, I made some lamb the other day. I smoked some lamb, well, like a reverse sear. Did some lamb, and I had 4 bones of the rack left, and I ate that. Delicious. Alice's wifeys are always cute and all, but morning breath does not discriminate. Yeah. Look, Chuck agrees with me. He said, I've had a bottle of liquid smoke in my fridge for years. Wood and charcoal are the only ways to go. Yes, indeed. Mark says, yeah, buddy. Victor says, I always know I'll get a good reaction from you with runny eggs. So dependable. I mean, yes, Johnny. Yes, definitely thumbs up. And yes, water. Joey, what's up, Joey? Yo, Johnny says I can't get into lamb. It's all right, Johnny. You do runny eggs, I do lamb. Those are our things, man. Those are our things. You get me into runny eggs, and I'll get you into lamb. How about that? How about that? That's our collaboration. Like, cooking for the other person the things that they just, I won't say despise, but just can't get into. Victor says, being a bachelor, only the cat wakes me up. Yeah. Alton says, now, bruh, you can have my lamb. You know what's funny? Alton had lamb and he liked it. There was one time he had lamb and he liked it. He reached out to me because he knows how much I like lamb. And I tried to get Alton to like lamb, and he was just like, nah, bruh. Like, I don't, no, it's just not my thing. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I do. Marcus, you're a damn lie. You know I did not enjoy those runny eggs. Marcus graced me with a plate of runny eggs and rice, and I ate it because that's what you do when you are a guest in someone's home. Did I enjoy it? It's a mental hang-up. Like, right here. This even level. All right, there we go. Right here, runny eggs are not my thing. Oh man, Jimmy said the cat used to wake me up, but I got older. Victor says, Alton, it's amazing. Excuse me. All right, where's Steven? Tell Laura it was an hour and a half in. Oh. All right, so Marcus's comment, his next comment threw me off. I'm just shaking my head, Jamie. I'm shaking my head. So Victor says, Alton, it's amazing how much the cat loves me when his dinner bowl is empty. Man, I know how that goes. That's the only time our cat talks to us. She's like, she will go down. She's in the basement. She's like all on her own. She doesn't want to be bothered. Yeah. Until her food is empty or her water is empty, and she meowing at the top of her lungs. Marcus said, like fried okra. No. You know what? I'm not even gonna lie and say that I actually tolerated fried okra. Not gonna say I liked it, but it wasn't as bad as snot okra. Like, everybody knows what snot okra is. Everyone has had snot okra. The fried okra I had was not that bad. Chuck said my next brewing adventure is going to be a strawberry rhubarb sour with graham crackers to add the crust flavor. That sounds ambitious. Like, sounds ambitious. And delicious at the same time. Alice says, shit. Man, I would have smooth put them joints in the microwave in anyone's house. I'd be mad. Gives 0 damns. No, Alton, I was raised correctly. And I'm a guest in someone's home, when in Rome. But, when I leave Rome, I'll be eating solid eggs again. When in Rome, I eat runny eggs. But when I leave Rome, I'll be eating solid eggs again. I'm with Alton. Lamb is not good. I tried your lamb. It wasn't you. It was the lamb. It's all right. You have to forget it's a liquid chicken. No, Grumpus, there is no forgetting that the fact that it's a liquid chicken. Elton says, man, we have two cats. The one I see every blue moon. I ain't seen her in the last week. Marcus, it is snot okra. Jamie says snot okra is trending. Well, glad Jamie is not asleep. How are you not as? Oh, well, it is only 9 something there. Oh man, I am yo. I got both of you to comment within a moment, like in this, like back to back. I think this has been a hell of a live stream. We got Marcus and Jamie commenting. Yes. Now, if Mia was around and she was commenting too, what? Or Dawn? Where's Dawn at? Why isn't Dawn here? Because Dawn knows, yo, snot okra is not a, like, And Jamie, do you really? All right, like, Marcus, look away for a moment. Let's talk to Jamie. Jamie, do you eat runny eggs, like the runny eggs with rice? Like, come on, nobody enjoys that. Nobody. Victor says, Grumpus, liquid chicken? That's really good. Look, Alice says, no okra in my gumbo. He said he can't even eat okra in soup. Soup is already wet, so you can't even see the snot from the okra. Tell my man Tasha, okra is proof that humans are savages and will eat anything. Let me just finish that sentence for you. Oh, God, Jamie. Tell me you've been around Marcus too long without telling me you've been around Marcus for too long. Alan says, my Golden State has more turnovers than a bakery. These fools right here, yeah. Chuck, so Jamie says, not with rice, but with toast. Yes, sir. I will not eat runny eggs, not on rice, not on toast, not on Benedict. Like, ooh, I have sent back Benedicts with runny eggs. Like, I am that guy. If I have a Benedict, I'm ordering the egg. Yo, I need my eggs. What is that? Freaking. What is when you poached hard? I need my eggs poached hard. Like, yeah, my memory recently, horrible. Alton says fried rice has fried eggs in it, so I guess I do. Mm-hmm. Victor says I've never had okra. What? Alton says if you eat sweet grits, you nasty. I said it. Never heard of runny eggs on rice. Oh, I won't say it's a thing. It's Marcus's thing. Marcus was like ecstatic. Yeah, look, see, Jamie already corrected her. She already put it in it. She said the eggs and rice thing is uniquely Marcus. So you know what's funny, Jamie? When I came home, so I was in Texas last year in May. So May 2021, I was in Texas, and when I came home, my wife said, rice and runny eggs? Why? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, that's just something Marcus did. So I guess that's something Marcus's peeps did. Like, I don't know, man. But, that's just one of those, you eat a sugar sandwich or, it's one of them things. I know it's not I'm about to say, I already know it's not a Texas thing. And Marcus is from Oklahoma. He is a proud Oklahoman, all right? And he said that's an Oklahoma thing. Alton says if you eat rice and mayo, like, I mean, I eat rice and mayo, but not at the same time. Because, mayonnaise is good. I'm like, Alton, you one of them Miracle Whip folks? Because I believe it. I already know you a Miracle Whip. Yeah, are you a Miracle Whip dude? Like, come on. KB says good evening, Mr. Dash and y'all. Okay. I feel like he started in the beginning of this conversation. because I was talking about y'all. Like I said that y'all was one of those words I never thought that I would like come to use. Wow, Taj. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and read the comments in order. So Chuck says, Alton, yeah, you're not, you got me. I eat fried rice with eggs in it too. My most watched video is fried rice and it has eggs in it. Like, yeah, like, I fry rice and put eggs in it. Nothing wrong with that. Yo, Taj says, runny eggs on rice sounds like the meal of a serial killer. Marcus, care to explain? Jamie says, I stopped asking Marcus why questions a long time ago. Mm-hmm. Victor says, eggs Benedict is supposed to be runny. Runny eggs with rice actually sounds good. No, Victor. But when you don't eat runny eggs, you don't like... No. KB says, I like Miracle Whip. And you're wrong. Yeah. Oh. Chuck says, yes, I'm 100% a Miracle Whip guy. Oh my gosh. Miracle Whip is like Pepsi to mayonnaise is Coke. That's how I feel. Look, to use Alton's, there I said it. There I said it. I just Alton says, when I was a kid, I did Miracle Whip with leftover Thanksgiving Day turkey. Them sandwiches were good. The only thing good about the sandwich probably was Miracle Whip. Turkey was probably overdone. It was like... He said that the dried out turkey, you had to like sop it up, like put some extra, I don't know. Man, shoot. KB says, my mama raised me wrong. You said it, not me. Like, Hellman's mayonnaise. None of that Duke's stuff either. You know, I feel like I need to put on my flame retardant suit, because I feel like somebody's about to come at me talking about Duke's is the only mayonnaise and like Duke's is where it's at. No, Hellman's or nothing. Jamie says Miracle Whip and tuna salad. I'll show myself out. Oh my gosh, Jamie, love you, Jamie, but yeah. Alan says, you don't even know how to produce its water, and so why are we listening to you? Because y'all like the way I pronounce water. Alright? And it's not that I don't know how to pronounce it. You can't accept where or how I pronounce it correctly, and you're pronouncing it incorrectly. Drops mic. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go get the mic. Because I'm pronouncing it correctly, Alton. It's water. See, I keep the mic. I'm pulling it out of my junk drawer just for this situation. Water. Alright, boom. Miracle Whip ain't mayo. It's salad dressing. There you go. I don't even have mayo in the house. Damn, Chuck. Look, Hellman's. Always Hellman's. I eat both. I'm multi-mayo. Like, Hellman's and Duke's, or Miracle Whip and mayonnaise? Which one, KB? Jimmy says Duke's, Greenville, South Carolina made. I was waiting for somebody. It ain't it's a Miracle Whip seat. Yeah, I've had it since the 1900s. Yes, Taj. Yo, I'm telling you, Miracle Whip is the same as Coke and Pepsi. Pepsi is sweet compared to Coke. Like, it has this weird. Next, you go and say Maryland is a barbecue destination. No. Unless you are specifically like, yo, I know this little guy who does catering like out of his house. He's a barbecue destination, and the destination is wherever you are in the state of Maryland. That's a barbecue destination. He's wrong. He's the one with the accent. Just because you have or are no, I'm not wrong. This is my channel. I'm right. You are wrong. You can see yourself out. It's water. Okay? Water. KB says whatever's in the fridge. Miracle Whip is alright, but I use Best Foods mayonnaise. Hellman's mayonnaise is actually Best Foods out west. This be true. Alright, bruh. Dash losing subs tonight. Well, so be it. But you know what? I'll lose subs and then they'll come back because they'll be like, man, what is Dash doing? Like, what is Dash doing? Alton, you can't quit me. You can't quit me. Because we on team no rainy eggs. Yo, Bumpy, what up, man? Bumpy, yo, settle something for me. Miracle Whip or mayonnaise? Just Miracle Whip or mayonnaise? I kind of think I already know his answer, but we just going to put it out there. Miracle Whip or mayonnaise? There we go. This is my dog. My dog. Yo, Tosh says, yo, I didn't realize how funny our accent was until the water conversation. Yo, there's no conversation. It's water and there's everything else. H2O is pronounced water. Water. Water ice. Or you're wrong. That's it. You're wrong. And yo, Bumpy, I shouted you out, 40 some odd minutes ago. It was like just before 10 o'clock, and I was like, yo, my man. Oh, Victor says, Bumpy, runny or non-runny eggs? Marcus says, y'all have a good night. 2:45 comes up quick. Good night. That's what are those? What are those? There's a difference between what are those and water. Chuck, you can't compare mayo to okra. Like what? Yo, I haven't. I was just, man, the only time you use nope. What's in the cup tonight? I got here late. So I have a little bit of clear. This jar was full when I started the night. I poured it into my cup. You know the cup. It's about time for a refill. I might have to do like another quarter here. But I mean, I can't be drinking like going through my shine because I got a limited supply. Tosh says, true story. Sidebar, when was the last time you got a King's water jug? So, yo, I haven't, like, it's been years, like, for real. Because, like, King's was not, you live closer to King's than I did, so, All right, so, Mark says eggs over easy. Runny yolk. Mark. You're Canadian showing. Bumpy says 2 do you blue. I can it pains me. Yo, I was almost like ready to fight the girl it was a girl at Home Depot. Cause she asked me my name and I said ha. And she was like, her? No. Ha. My last name. Ha. Alright? Hat. And she was like, her? No, it's ha. Ha. And I was like, what's your name? Because I was about to embarrass her. Like, would you like me to mispronounce your name? The letters are the letters. You can't put you cannot put an U where an A is. Basic English, A, A. U, She was like, her? No, that's not my name. I will inform you what my name is again. It's Ha. All right? Ha. She was like, it sounds the same to me. It's not. And if you want to play that game, we can. Because I will teach you basic pronunciation in the middle of this return line. Because I'm trying to pick up my items from Home Depot right now. Home Depot. Anyway. Get off my soapbox. Taj, man. Definitely. Take another swig of the act right. KB says I like scrambled eggs, no runny eggs for me. See, that's why KB and I like KB. Chuck says, okay, I'll compare mayo to avocado, flat with no flavor. Avocado, look, Taj, my man Taj, he was like, avocado toast is dope. You know, it's funny. So I make this thing with avocados. It's avocados, onions, tomatoes. Yo, it's so good. It's like a fresh avocado salad. It's so good. Some olive oil and just like mix everything up. Yo, bang it. Bang it. Alan says, man, the Warriors are down 77-50 at the half. What? The actual? Yep. Man, Steph better come out in the second half like, hold my beer. Chuck says guacamole is also flat with no flavor. Chuck, don't you live like in the middle of Illinois or Idaho or I think it might be your geographics because yo, guacamole. Johnny says that's your feisty tonight. Yeah. Tosh says, yo, why you mad, son? Yo, why you mad? Pats or Geno's? Neither. Mark, neither. See, oh gosh. Every time someone finds out I'm from Philadelphia, they ask me the same question. And the answer is always the same. Pats or Geno's. Taj, Pats or Geno's. Taj, my man Taj, he grew up right around the corner from me. Pats or Geno's, Taj. Humor the man. KB, he says, Victor says, KB, do you like your scrambled eggs dry or moist? I love scrambled eggs, but on the moist side. I like my scrambled eggs a little drier. But then again, I also, if I had the choice between scrambled eggs and or fried egg over hard every time. You have to add all that crap into it to make it good. That's good guacamole. Like, salt isn't good. Salt enhances other things. The guacamole with the onion and, you know, the cilantro, okay? And the salt, that's what makes good guacamole. Like, even though you can take an avocado and just mash up an avocado, put a little bit of salt on it to bring out that and be good. So, yeah. Alton. So I'll tell you what, Alton. I did not have water when I was in Texas. I had coffee from a fancy coffee machine. It was dope. It was dope. It was dope. Bumpy said, did a foil brisket this weekend. I was cool with it. He said, Pats. No, man, dog. Neither is the correct answer. Yo, there we go. My man Taj. Yo, Taj said Pats and Geno's can burn down. And won't nobody be mad. Nobody. There we go. Johnny, that's the most intelligent thing Johnny said all night. He said Pats and Geno's. Aren't those tourist locations? You know how you feel about Franklin's barbecue? That's how we feel about Pats and Geno's. Like, combined. Like, why do people waste their time going to Pats and Geno's? That's exactly how you feel about Franklin barbecue? Like, really? I add a touch of milk to make it fluffy to your eggs? All right. Yeah, all right. You on your Gordon Ramsay stuff? Okay. Don't be slamming avocados or guacamole. They are great. Yes. Victor, I agree. Oh, see, Bumpy knows. He says actually Maxis. All right, and it's MAXXES, I believe. I don't, or is it MAX''S? I'm not sure, but you know, it's one of those places. And I see your Maxis and I'll raise you Delisandros. Okay, I'm just saying, Bumpy. If you haven't been to Delisandros, there we go. Taj quashed his question. Delisandros. See, if you have not been to Delisandros, Bumpy, you don't know nothing about nothing. You don't know nothing. Mark said, I've been to both. Pat's or Geno's. I didn't like either. There we go, Mark. See? Winky. Look. Chuck says, cilantro tastes like dish soap. Ask me how I know what dish soap tastes like. You used some bad language in the past, Chuck. Have you? Have you? Bumpy says, North Philly. Oh, trust me, Bumpy. I know where Max's is. I know where Max's is. Yeah. Everyone goes to Galveston, loves to go to the spot. No one that lives in Galveston Island goes to the spot. Yeah, a Max''S. Yep. My mom used to wash out my mouth with dish soap. Well, if you didn't say the things that you said to your mother, you probably wouldn't you probably wouldn't have had that dish soap in your mouth. Look, Alton says, Johnny, when I go to Galveston, I go to the cruise ship terminal. Yep, Alton, you sound like me, dude. Man, let me just tell you, yeah, the cruise ship terminal. If you know, you know. All right, Carnival. What? All right. So I have some ice left in my cup, and I got some energy drink left in my... Alright, so this is what we have left. Remember, it started here, and then it came down to here. So my aim is to take another half of this. Because, you know... Alright, I did alright. On my first back-to-back cruise, literally get off the ship and get on the next one. So are you going to 2 different destinations, Alton, or are you staying on the same ship? Because, and finishing up the energy drink there. Because on our cruise, we did over the week before Christmas. Actually, we were right at Christmas because we came back the day after Christmas. But are you going to get off one ship and go on to another ship, or are you staying on the same ship? Johnny said, Alton, now that's the place to go. 2 different ships, 2 different destinations. That's what's up. KB says, favorite jelly for your peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So here's the thing, KB. It's grape jam. Okay? Grape jam. Grape jam. Jam spreads way better than jelly. I know we call it peanut butter and jelly, but it should be peanut butter and jam, because jam is where it's at. Jam. Yo. Bumpy said, I bought a 30-pound bag of Royal Oak for $20. It was all shake. Yeah. You got to be careful with those lump bags. They can be like powder. Victor says, I feel like the second hour went faster than the first, and the first was good. Yeah. Hold on one second. Alexa, turn off the living room. Hopefully, those of you guys who are watching, your living room lights didn't go off just then. Alan says, we get off the Carnival Breeze and get on the Carnival Vista the same day. Nice, nice, nice. Alton, what level are you with Carnival? Like how many nights have you been on Carnival? Because, you know. Speaking of charcoal, bro, we are teaming up with Fogo over here. Nice, Alton, that's what's up. Jonathan, how you doing this evening, sir? Jonathan Fisher, thank you for joining us. Yo, he says, not platinum yet. Oh, I'm trying to get there too, dog. We are gold. Gold status? Taj says 68 days with Carnival. It's nights. They count nights, Taj. Dog, you were getting close. I think is it 80? It might be 80 that you need with Carnival to achieve. Let's consult the internet. Night status. Carnival Cruise. VIFP Club. Yeah, blue. Let's see here. Where's the level? Yeah, blues, rookies. Red is 2 to 24 VIFP points, which basically every point is a night. Platinum is 75 to 199. Diamond is 200 plus. 200 plus nights. Yeah. I saw it was a couple. We were in line. We were doing a Build-A-Bear, and they had the platinum. Was it platinum? Excuse me. They had diamond. And I was like, oh, man, we were just kind of chopping it up. And he was like, yeah. He was like, how old are you? I was like, I'm 40. He said, yeah, we've been cruising that long. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, we've been cruising since, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, 75, Taj, definitely. Bumpy, Taj, I mean, you up there, dog, because I feel like we are getting close to 50. Bumpy said, I'm still going to watch the replay tomorrow. My grandmother, 81, was diagnosed with cancer, and she is home recovering. Can everyone send healing energy? Yes, indeed. Dude, Bumpy, sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. Victor says, nope, that's raspberry preservatives. Heck, not sure if that's close to jam or jelly. Mm-hmm. Alice says, bro, I broke Carnival, caught them slipping, and got an after-view extended balcony for $1,200 with all taxes, gratuities, and insurance included. Then got the spa balcony for the next trip for $1,900. We gone. Gone. Won't be glad to hear your grandmother is recovering. Yes, indeed. Yo, at 81 and being diagnosed with cancer, I mean, it's like a good thing that it happened to her later in life, but a bad thing, obviously, because it's cancer. But damn, man. Yo, definitely big ups to grandma. Man. I'm just, sitting here thinking because I lost both of my grandmothers. Both of my grandmothers are gone. So, yeah, man. Cherish that. Alice says, sorry, Bumpy. Victor says, glad to hear your grandmother is recovering. Bumpy says, thanks, Alton. Alan says, all I know is these 2 weeks I will have no docs poking and prodding me and filling me full of poison. I need that getaway. For real, for real. Yes, indeed. Chuck says, Bumpy, prayers have been sent. Tosh says, I'll probably never cruise Carnival again. My last cruise had nothing but drunk people on it, and I drink. What? Tosh? What? What? Because I know I am that drunk. Let's put it like this, right? One, we get 2 staterooms, okay? Because if you have the drink package, the Bubbles program or whatever, or Cheers program is what it's called. If you have the Cheers program and you are over 21 in the stateroom, anyone else who's over 21 in the stateroom has to get the Cheers program as well. we kind of hack the system and we get 2 staterooms. The girls stay in one room and the boys stay in another stateroom. So I get the Cheers program on my own. You get 15 drinks, in 24 hours. Yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. Right? Yep. I hit my 15 every single night on the cruise. Well, this particular time, the last time we were on the cruise, like I said, right at Christmas, my wife said, I want to get the Cheers program too. I'm like, why? You don't drink enough. And she's like, I'm going to try. Okay. She got the Cheers program too. I drank my 15 drinks, and I almost hit her 15 almost every single night. I was that drunk guy. So did I drink all of the drinks? No. But did I drink all of my drinks for every particular day? Indeed. Yes, indeed. Yo, it got to the point where the bartenders knew my folio number and my wife's folio number, so that they would hit my folio number for one drink and her folio number for the other drink. That is how, talk about, man. Victor says they need to put together a barbecue blues cruise. That's the cruise I would sign up for. Yeah. Yo, Tosh is genius. Dog, but the whole thing was, we figured that out by mistake. By mistake. Because it was there's 5 of us. And in order to get a room for 5 people, it costs twice as much than to just get 2 staterooms. One that sleeps 3 and one that sleeps 2. And then it was well, if you have the Cheers program, anyone else who's over 21, I'm in the room with my sons. No one else is over 21. They're like, yep, okay, well, then you can have it. But if you and your wife are in the stateroom together, we're not. Well, if you were in the room together, then you both would have to have the Cheers program. Okay, we're not. Because, Taj, I already know your wife drinks like my wife. Bruh. Bro, it's cheaper to buy a bottle of what you drink for $80, $90. You can get 2 bottles, sipping that all week. It's way cheaper in the long run. The way you drink and the way I drink are 2 different ways to drink. Because, yeah. Alan says, I did get the drink package for our cruise out of Orlando next year, though. They basically gave it to us. Otherwise, I ain't buying that expensive trip. See, Alton, when you drink enough to cover the cost of the drink program, then it's not expensive. So let's put this into perspective. I'm drinking top shelf liquor the entire time. Each of those top shelf drinks is $10 a pop. $10, $12 a pop. Right? I'm drinking vodka and Red Bull. And when I say vodka and Red Bull, it's Grey Goose or... it wasn't even Ciroc. What else was it? It might have been Ciroc. Still, it's $10 a drink. You get 15 of them at $10. $10, $11 per drink. $10 or $11 per drink is $150 because you get 15. So let's just say on the cheap side, $150. The drink program is $50 a day. Did I drink my $5 worth every single? Yes. I mean my $50 worth every. Yes. I made it work for me, because not only did I drink my alcoholic beverages, I got bottles of water for free, liters of water for free, coffee drinks for free, energy drinks for free, non-alcoholic beverages for my kids. It got to the point where I had a guy, right? I had a guy on the ship. He was like, my son came and sat with me at the bar, right? He sat next to me and he was like, I said, hey, and I can't remember the guy's name. I was like, hey, can I get a daiquiri for my son? And he's like, that's your son? I was like, yeah. He said he came up here earlier. He came around here yesterday. and he wanted to order a drink, and then I told him the price because blah blah blah, and he was like, no, he canceled it. I was like, oh, all right, well, like my folio number. If he comes, can he? He was like, now that I know, he's just come back here. So like 2 days or 3 days left on the cruise, my son was going to my guy and getting like non-alcoholic beverages with my folio number. I didn't even have to say anything. This is what happens when you're nice to people on the shit. I'm a happy-go-lucky guy. Yo. $60 a day plus 18% gratuity. Dog, still. $60 plus 18%. That's $80. Am I drinking more than $80 worth of liquor per day? Yep. Every single day. I hit my 15 every single day, Alton. I have pictures of me getting that 15th receipt every single day. And the bartender at the club on the ship, he and I were celebrating every single night. Yo, it'd be like midnight. And he'd be like, how many you got left? I'm like, 2. He's like, all right. When I hit my 15, he's like, what's your wife's folio number again? What? Say less. Dude, it got to the point where at 2 o'clock after the club closed, I went up to the Lido deck and was getting pizza. The guy at the pizza bar would hand me 2 beers, and put them under my wife's folio number. Man, talk about having a system on lock. Man, shoot. I ain't drinking to get drunk. I just be social. Me too, Alton. So, you start at breakfast. Oh, can I have a Bloody Mary? Can I have a mimosa? Can I have this? And throughout the day, man, I'm not getting, trust me, dude, I ain't getting sloppy. I ain't falling down. I'm not, no, I'm not going to be on the veranda deck just laid out. No, sir. Bumpy says Belvedere on Carnival. Ask me how I know. I used to be entertainment staff. I've met everyone from BBD to Eddie Levert to Patty LaBelle. That's what's up, dude. Yo, every week I learn something new about one of you guys. That is dope. While we at it, could y'all please take a second to vote for this teacher for a free cruise? This is a teacher appreciation contest. We need votes. Hold on. So go into the comments, please. So Alton is lucky. He is a moderator. And he can post links. So let's go ahead and open link in new tab. Norwegians. Oh, hell yeah. Share and vote for submissions. Jean Marie has always put others first whenever it has been in her 28 years of teaching career or in her personal life. Definitely agree. She puts others first. Alton. Let's see. She spent her entire career giving selflessly to her students to assure they succeed in whatever course they decide to take in life. She has been nominated for and won Teacher of the Year multiple times. In every case this has happened, she deflects to her team and the students for her to her success. If anyone ever deserves the opportunity for this great gift to care for themselves and relax, it's Jean Marie. Say less, fam. First name, dash. Last name, senior. Yep, email. Alton, you better be glad I like you. Validation email. Come on. Excuse me. I did not receive said email. Here it is. Yep, I'm voting. Please keep clear. Confirm my vote. All right. Purchase necessary. Blah blah blah. I'm sure I will have to stop receiving emails. Sure, I got to unsubscribe. Yep. Okay. Alton, I did my thing. Victor said, "This is funny. I would be busy at the restaurants all day long. Just the good stuff." Nah. Oh. Busy at the restaurants. Yeah. But a problem is I ain't going to drink that on port days. Why not? So, Taj, you know what? I feel like, Taj, we need to cruise together because I can show you some things like some hacks, like for real. Cause we got off. So the last cruise we did, we left out of Baltimore. We went to Freeport, Nassau, and then Princess Cay or whatever the Carnival specific island is. There's two, Princess Cay and then Half Moon Cay. So the last time we went to, I can't remember if it was Half Moon or Princess Cay, but we got off in Freeport, walked around for a little bit, and then we got off when we did the beach day at Half Moon or Princess Cay, one of the two. When we got to Nassau, we got off at Nassau and didn't get off in Freeport. Yo, when we're in port, I mean, just do what you got to do, drink away. And then when you are, so I also, when I get on the ship, I don't start drinking until we hit international waters because you have to pay port tax, until you hit international waters. And once you hit international waters, done and done. So it was like drinking slow until, yeah. Future webcam billionaire, how you doing, sir? Yo, Taj, that's what I'm saying. He's also, I genuinely feel some type of way that we have never been on a cruise together. Yeah, say less. Bumpy says, best cruise you ever go on, hands down. Yeah, Victor says, I'm back out there and put a vote in for it. Nice. Get on the Waterfall cruise this year. Y'all get booked yet? So, no, we haven't. International waters. Waters, Alton. Waters, okay? Waters. International waters. There, I said it. Okay? There, I said it. I said what I said. All right, come on. I'm turning it back around on you, Alton. All right. You ain't funny. Alton says, man, I finally got that fly. Hell yeah. I'm busy doing my movie for Hulu. Okay, go on. Future webcam billionaire. Dog, what up? Oh my gosh. What's going on, man? How you doing? He says, hello, all dash suburban barbecue. Jim, how is it going? Right, Alton? What did I do to deserve the Jim popped up? What? Jim, how you doing, man? Hopefully all is well with you. Glad to see you join us. I know, man. He's a long time no see. Hell yeah. Look, I see you all the time, okay? Because you on the cup. You on the cup. Definitely. I see you all the time, Jim. Shoot. Listen, I'm spitzing here. I gotta go. I'm about to turn on the fan. Somebody hit the clear a little too hard tonight. I'm gonna have to tell my guy that, whew, I gotta connect. Yo, I am ecstatic. I have a steady connect for my shine. What? I'm about to hit the sack. Man, Alton, you can stay up, man. Come on, hang out. No. Hey, Jim, you can send it up here, but please, I'll pay for shipping. Because I need a planer. See, y'all don't even know what a planer is. I know what a planer is. food review, eating at ethnic restaurants. It would be a hit. I'm getting ready to be a big star. Shoot, I kind of think you already are a big star. Just saying. I like from our past conversations. I really already think you are a big star. Just, like I said, just saying. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's true. I mean, the diversity that we have on, that comes through and watches barbecue videos, catering videos, my videos, period. Yeah. Victor says, congratulations on the fly. Did you use chopsticks? Remember, it's been said, if you can catch up with the fly with chopsticks, you can do anything. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. True story. True story. Jim, have you posted a video yet? I mean, like for real. Have you posted a video yet? Dad, I'm just trying to be down. Can you post a link? Like, shoot me a link to my Instagram to one of your shoots, because I just want to be a fly on the wall. Since Alton has been dealing with a fly at his crib, for the past hour or two, I mean, listen, I'm just saying, can I get a link? Shoot me a link to my Instagram. I'm just please and thank you. I'm just saying. Jim said no video yet. What up, Kent? He says hello, Dash and Chat. Been working on my char griller kettle and Kamado table, ready to varnish and mount the cookers. Nice. Bumpy says, how do you stay positive during slow sales? So I don't know. I just kind of did. Like, I didn't get down. Like, I don't know. So Bumpy, you're gonna have to obviously see the beginning of the chat, of the video rather. But I mean, I just did it. Like, I knew that better times were ahead, and I just used it as time to work on perfecting other things or cook for the family or just take a mental break, because sometimes, man, you can get burnt out and sometimes you just need to not. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. He said, I'll send you one to your gram. Man, I mean, I appreciate that for real. Steel drum smokers. So I'm on Twitter, but I really don't use Twitter. But if you tell me I need to get on Twitter because you post stuff on Twitter, I might just go ahead and log back into my Twitter account. But the Twitter is like SDSBBQ, I think. Or I think it's SDSBBQ. Problem is I couldn't get them all the same. Oh, I'm so mad about that. Bumpy says 100%. Yeah. Yo, I love the slow-mo guys. Yeah. I was talking about that earlier because I was watching the slow-mo guys right before I started, today. So they were shooting eggs. What? Shooting? Pfft. You had me at hello. I mean, for real. Yeah. Twitter, something like that. Well, you shoot me the link to via Instagram, and I will, follow up and do what I need to do on Instagram. Excuse me, on Twitter. What's your username on Twitter? I will open it up and check Twitter right now, if you don't mind. Because I'm not on Twitter like that. Or, you know what you do? If you could, send me your username on Twitter via my Instagram. I will definitely be able to check you out. All right. Kent, how is everything going with you, sir? And we are at 2.5 hours almost. Goodness gracious. This is what 2 energy drinks and some moonshine will do for you. I've only yawned once. Somebody, where is Steven? Steven, you can report. Oh, see, I said nope. It's holding strong. Sitting here. There's a lot of trolls. Oh yeah. That's why I said, do me a solid and shoot me the Twitter with Instagram. Boom. I was already there, man. Already there. Anyway, hopefully all is well with you. Look, Kent says thumbs up. All right, good. Glad to hear you are doing well, sir. I keep seeing Kent was talking to Uncle Steve the other day, talking about that move to Texas. He's like, moving to Texas. Yeah, I'm still in that group. I can't remember which group it is, but Kent is there and he's talking about moving to Texas. Mix vodka and Gatorade. It hits you instantly. What? Vodka and Gatorade though? What? I can't. Well, I already know. I sent her. She sends me messages. So the last week she said she was watching, but could not comment. So I understand. I know. But so far, just one yawn the entire live stream, and damn it, I'm trying to suppress it. I can't. We cannot use the Y word. Victor says, shooting eggs. Were they runny eggs? No, they were shot. So, they were exploded eggs. Actually, look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead. Hold on. Victor. When you hit the subscription page and then you see we're going to share, copy. Sorry guys. Usually I don't promote other folks' videos, but yo, this video was pretty dope. I'm sorry, I can't. I need you to read between the lines. The internet is wonky at her new place. Yeah, I believe you've twice at least. It's been once. It was a full blown. Yeah. All right, man. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. I am going to go out to Insta. And we are going to log in. And I'm going to make sure that I see it. Not now. Oh, look at it. No. Tony Angelo. Hey, webcam, are you following me on the gram? If you're not, you should be. Let's see. All right, we're going to accept that one. Anyway, okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah. I'm on the website and it looks like maybe it's just taking a little while, but it's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna have to check it out in a couple of minutes. All right. I'll check it out in a bit. So, on Instagram or on Twitter? Webcam? My Twitter. Goodness gracious. Let's see. Sign in. All right, SDSBBQ. That is my Twitter, SDSBBQ. So shoot me a message. My Twitter is SDSBBQ. Excuse me. What's a J? Look at that. Some zucchini growing. All right, I see you. Yeah. First zucchini. Yes, indeed. Look at that. Garden. Trying to metal garden bells this year. Cherry and Roma tomatoes. Zucchini starting to come in. Trying bell peppers. Banana peppers this year. Nice. Dear. All right. So, you know what? I follow you. I got you. Chi-Town. Yeah, buddy. I follow you. I swear I follow you on YouTube. I swear I've seen some stuff of yours on YouTube. I swear I have. Let's see here. All right. Well, perfect. I will be delving deeper a little later. Anyway. I found it. All right, guys. So we are at 2.5 hours. We are at 2.5 hours. I gotta get up in the morning, but I think trying to finish off that last little bit in my cup. Ah, goodness gracious. No, so Kent, it was just like a full on yawn, like no. I didn't even make a noise or anything. That was, I'm telling you, it's just been one. The other two, it was close. So here, there's the second one. Oh man, yeah, there's the second one. I will. I sure will. Dude, I know I'm following you on YouTube. I know I'm following you on YouTube. I swear. Sorry, Jim. This is why I try to hide it, because I already know. I'm telling you, you say the Y word and I'm like, it's already like queued up, ready for me to go to every time. Hey, look, shout out to Bumpy, because you know Bumpy's probably still the only person that's gonna be watching this 2.5 hours in tomorrow or later today. Jose said, just message you back. Hope you get what I mean. Yeah, buddy. I think I know what you're talking about. Like for real. Oh yeah. Well, Peel box it is, brother. I got you. Say less, fam. You know, I'm willing to share. You know what I mean, Jose? Willing to share. You know, do what we gotta do. Gotta look out for each other. You know. So, yes. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. I have, it has been a day. All right, we just like sock that one away. We're not gonna talk about it. Jose, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. All right. Well, listen. I'm gonna go ahead because I gotta get up in the morning. Jimmy says work just called and asked if I could come in. I said, it's dash night. It's like, can I come in? Can I say no? Because the answer is no. Man, listen, Jimmy. It's so funny, man. I remember we were talking one night, or it was live stream one night, and you were watching me and your sergeant or someone else. I was like, hey, that's that bearded guy from Baltimore. He knew who I was. It's like, what? Yo, I feel special. I felt special, like really felt special. So, man, I am on cloud 9 right now. So, anyway, all right, guys, I'm gonna have to go ahead and sign off. All right, that's 3. All right, Victor says, I'm jumping off for the night. All this yawning is getting me sleepy. Yawn, good night. Yeah, man, me too, because, goodness. Man, what is a Russian Napoleon cake? Or do I want to know? Hey, Jim, thanks, man, for hanging out. Definitely appreciate you being here. He says, have a great night, all. Jose says, good night, Dash. See you on the next live. Yes, sir. Jimmy, or excuse me, yeah, Johnny says, good night, everyone. Hey, Jimmy, you be easy. I know you're still hanging around. Listen, at this point, I'm done. Might as well go in and get some money, man. Shoot, why not? But then again, if I know you might not be able to go in right now. Oh man, Jesus. Johnny, yeah, Jimmy says, guys, I have a good rest of the week. Night dash, yes indeed. Webcam, cheers. You too. I gotta call my girl. Yeah, buddy. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out. Really appreciate you being here, and stay hanging on. So, listen, we'll do this again next week, and I'll see you. Thanks again. Bye. And I'm gone.